Tesla's task is to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy through increasingly affordable electric vehicles and energy products. To ramp up production to 500,000 cars per year, Tesla alone will require today's entire worldwide supply of lithium-ion batteries. The Tesla Gigafactory was born out of necessity and will supply enough batteries to support Tesla's projected vehicle demand. Today, the Gigafactory produces Model 3 electric motors and battery packs, in addition to Tesla's energy storage products, Powerwall and Powerpack. Hello and welcome to Elon Musk Tube. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and hit the notification bell to get updated with technology trends. We bring you the video related to Tesla's Gigafactory in UK, so stick till the end. Tesla broke ground on the Gigafactory in June 2014 outside Sparks, Nevada. The name Gigafactory comes from the word giga, the unit of measurement representing billions. The Gigafactory is being built in phases so that Tesla can begin manufacturing immediately inside the finished sections and continue to expand thereafter. Already, the current structure has a footprint of more than 1.9 million square feet, which houses approximately 5.3 million square feet of operational space across several floors. Still, the Gigafactory is about 30% done. Once complete, Tesla expects the Gigafactory to be the biggest building in the world, and entirely powered by renewable energy sources. Designed to be a net-zero energy factory upon completion, the factory will be primarily powered by solar, and installation is already underway. In mid-2018, battery production at Gigafactory 1 reached an annualized rate of roughly 20 gigawatt-hours, making it the highest volume battery plant in the world. Tesla currently produces more batteries in terms of kilowatt-hours than all other car makers combined. With the Gigafactory ramping up on production, Tesla's cost of battery cells will significantly decline through economies of scale, innovative manufacturing, reduction of waste, and the simple optimization of locating most manufacturing processes under one roof. By reducing the cost of batteries, Tesla can make products available to more and more people, allowing us to make the biggest possible impact on transitioning the world to sustainable energy. The Chinese owner of the UK's only large-scale battery factory has revealed plans for a big expansion that will put the plant in Sunderland among the biggest electric vehicle facilities in Europe. Envision's said annual capacity at the plant would eventually rise to 38 gigawatt-hours, an increase from a previous plan of 11 gigawatt-hours that was announced in July as part of a supply deal for the Japanese carmaker's Nissan Sunderland plant. Battery companies are investing billions of pounds around the world in new facilities as they race to match the accelerating demand for electric vehicles. Li Zhang of Envision said that Shanghai-based company was in talks with global car makers about using the Sunderland plant and another in France to supply their car factories. In an interview, the Sunderland Gigafactory, currently capable of annual output of 1.7 gigawatt-hours, was first opened in 2012 to build batteries for Nissan's Leaf electric vehicle, which is manufactured next door. Nissan will build a crossover sport utility vehicle as a successor to the Leaf, which was for a long time the most popular battery electric vehicle on British roads until it was overtaken this year by the Model 3 from the US electric car maker pioneer, Tesla. Envision took ownership of the Sunderland factory in 2019 when it bought Nissan's battery company. Zhang said the manufacturer, which also produces wind turbines, intended to list its battery business, a move that would allow it to fund its new plants. A plant of 38 gigawatt-hours would be a significant step toward filling the gap in UK production. The UK government-backed Faraday installation has calculated that the UK will require annual battery output of about 140 gigawatt-hours a year by 2040, if it is to sustain a car industry for similar size after the transition away from internal combustion engines. Failure to secure gigafactories in UK could lead to the industry shrinking by more than 100,000 jobs. In the UK, the only other publicly disclosed plan for further battery production is from Britishvolt, which hopes to produce 30 gigawatt-hours a year by 2027. The project is not yet fully funded, although the startup has received investment from Glencore, the metals trading company. Britishvolt is considering a stock market listing in London to raise capital. Local politicians in West Midlands have a separate plan to attract investment in a gigafactory at Coventry Airport. They have secured preemptive planning permission for the site, but no investor has yet committed. Globally, there are plans for 247 battery plants with a total output of more than 4,600 gigawatt-hours, according to Benchmark Minerals, a data company. The industry is dominated by Asian companies, including China's contemporary Amprex Technology Ltd., South Korea's LG, and Japan's Panasonic. Europe and the US are generally regarded to be behind in producing car batteries. However, a wave of investment has swelled in Europe in recent years, including inward investment by Asian companies and startups such as Northvolt. Tesla's plans to start manufacturing cars in Germany doesn't seem to be progressing as well as hoped. Elon Musk has been rallying against German red tape, which has delayed the opening of the Berlin Gigafactory. Now he has walked away from a huge European grant. The reasons for the latter aren't so much about bureaucracy, but they do raise the question whether Musk made the right choice opening for Germany for Tesla's main European base. After all, Germany wasn't the only option on the table. There were rumors last year that Elon Musk was in talks with the UK government to open a gigafactory in Somerset in the UK. Some years ago, the UK was a preferred manufacturing location for non-European car brands because it had direct access to the EU market, but more relaxed labor laws. Several Japanese manufacturers, including Toyota, allegedly built their manufacturing in the UK for that reason. The country was even dubbed the Japanese aircraft carrier floating off the coast of Europe in 1992 by Jacques Calvet, who was the head of PSA Group, a French automaker that was the country's largest industrial company at the time, and now part of Stellantis. Sadly, Brexit has reduced the UK's utility in this respect, so that the only reduced red tape at the manufacturing stage remains. There is now a lot more bureaucracy when it comes to trading with the EU from the UK, and that was reportedly a major factor in Honda closing its Swindon factory after 35 years. Officially, bureaucracy is not why Tesla walked away from the EU money he was being offered, though even if you can bet, there would have been many hoops to jump through to get it. Musk stated that he had turned down the $1.28 billion in EU funding for the Berlin Gigafactory because it has always been Tesla's view that all subsidies should be eliminated, but that most include the massive subsidies for oil and gas. For some reason, governments don't want to do that. There is also more to attract businesses than just hassle-free labor, financial kickbacks, and free trade agreements. The UK does have considerable other opportunities in the brave new world of EVs. Startup Britishvolt broke ground on the UK's first battery gigaplant in August, a £2.6 billion or $3.5 billion project that aims to create 8,000 new jobs and manufacture 30 gigawatt-hours of batteries from 2027 onward, enough for 300,000 EVs a year. The UK also has its own supplies of lithium, a key element in most rechargeable battery chemistries, which Cornish Lithium and British Lithium hope to exploit. This is both from mining and brine, geothermal underground water that is high in lithium content. These companies even argued that there will be enough local lithium to electrify the entire UK car fleet. That said, this is it for today's video. So what is your take on this matter? Tell us in the comments. If you want to see our upcoming videos, ring the bell icon, and don't forget to like our video as well. That's all from my side. Thanks for watching.